In our Laugh You Bastards interview penthouse, we're talking to Sir Frederick Follicle, man of letters, punctuation marks and those oblong purple things with the orange spikes sticking out. Good evening, Sir Frederick.
Ah, good evening, and indeed good evening to anyone else who may be inadvertently monitoring this evening's telecast.
Now, Sir Frederick, your name has been in the news recently.
Ah, yes, well, according to my calculations, it should not have exploded. And besides which, it's the mayor's own fault for standing so close. Still, I'm led to believe they can do wonderful things with horsehair and camembert cheese.
Actually, I was referring to the setting up of the Sir Frederick Follicle Memorial Fund for physically impaired youngsters.
Oh, that.
Now, I believe you were poor when you were a child.
Yes, and indeed, so were my parents. Couldn't afford to give me a decent education, so I had to have an indecent one. Teachers would bring nude women to class. Even to this day, in fact, whenever I see a naked lady, I immediately think of quantum mechanics. Physics is never quite the same after Miss LaTrusse.
Does your current research involve physics?
Alas, no. No, it's more of a, I suppose, a chemical nature, being closely aligned to water.
Water, really?
Yes, of course. Water's always held a great fascination for my family, stretching right through the generations, back to my great-granduncle, twice removed. No, tell a lie, 3 times removed, the second time he came back. Choccies Follicle. He first got into water in a big way.
A big way?
Yes, he drowned, in fact.
I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, think nothing of it, old son. I mean, if he was alive today, well, he probably would have been dead by now. Or at the very least, he'd be so old, he probably couldn't remember anything, so it's just better.
So, how does water figure in your most recent experiments?
Well, for strategic reasons, we've constructed my laboratories a full 6 miles beneath the surface.
I see. And what are you developing down there?
Well, you know those chocolates they claim melt in your mouth and not in your hand?
Yes.
That's caused by the colourful candy coating acting as a sort of barrier between the chalky bits and the, fingerish portions of your hands.
Really?
Yes, unfortunately, you tend to end up with Technicolor stains in lieu of the chocolate, which, of course, is still socially unacceptable at cocktail parties, funerals, peasant dismembering, that sort of thing.
So you've come up with an alternative, then?
I have. Why not, I thought, coat them in cement instead? Guaranteed not to melt in your hand, or indeed anywhere else below temperature 3700 degrees Celsius.
Yes, and what would you use as an advertising slogan?
Well, I thought, conkies. Melts in a blast furnace, not in your hand. Mind you, we had to have a warning on the wrapper in case people actually stuck their hands in the blast furnace. So we could see litigation on the horizon with that one.
They'd also be a bit hard to digest, wouldn't they?
Well, ideal diet food, in fact. So, unfortunately, they just didn't go. So I think it was the colour of the boxes myself.
Yes, thank you for being with us, Sir Frederick Follicle.
Oh, not at all. I'll tell you what, would you like a coffee liqueur?